Welcome. In this video we are discussing about CMOS fabrication process. So this process is used to create integrated circuit and it involves multiple steps of photolithography and chemical processing. So you will see this. We use it to create electronic circuits on top of a wafer of semiconductor like silicon. So obviously in CMOS technology we require both N channel transistor and P channel transistors to be built on the same substrate. So to accommodate both these NMOS and PMOS devices, we grow special regions which are called wells or tubs. So a P well will be created in an N type substrate. So in this technology you will see NMOS transistor is created in the P type substrate and PMOS transistor will be created in the N well. So first we will start with step 1. So in step 1 you can see we have taken a P type substrate and we deposit a thick silicon dioxide layer on the top of this P type substrate. Then this silicon dioxide layer is covered with the photoresist material. So photoresist material is a light sensitive material, so it forms coating over the surface of SiO2 layer. This photoresist is initially insoluble in the developer solution, but if it is exposed to UV light, the exposed areas become soluble, so they are no longer resistant to solvents. So we will selectively expose the photoresist and the exposed areas will be soluble. So to selectively expose the photoresist, we cover some of the areas on the surface with a mask. Thus, when the structure with the mask is exposed to UV lights, areas which are covered are shielded. In the areas where the UV light can pass through, the photoresist is exposed and the exposed photoresist will become soluble. So in this step you can see we have applied a mask. So this mask is used to expose the photoresist to UV light. After this UV exposure step, the unexposed portions of the photoresist can be removed by the solvent. Now the silicon dioxide regions which are not covered by the photoresist also are etched away. So you can see in step 4 the silicon dioxide layer which are not covered by photoresist are also etched away. Then the remaining photoresist is also stripped because the patterning is now done. So you can see we have obtained a patterned SiO2 layer, or we have created a hole in the oxide layer. This is the basic purpose of this photoresist, is to create a gap in the oxide layer. This gap is used to create N well. So you can see in the next step we have created an N well. So this is done using a diffusion method. So in diffusion method, the impurities go from high concentration region to a low concentration region. So we can also use ion implantation process to create N well. And after this N well is created, we also remove the oxide layer because now we have N well is created. And on this N well we will grow PMOS transistor. Then again a thin silicon dioxide layer is grown over the surface, and on top of this layer polysilicon is added. So this polysilicon will be used to form a gate structure. So it is deposited using chemical vapor deposition process. So again we will selectively expose with photoresist and the mask to create two gate terminals. So you can see we have selectively removed the other regions and only now two gate regions are present. Then again we will cover this hole with a protective layer of oxide, and again photoresist will be applied to again create small gaps. These small gaps are used for the purpose of N-type diffusion. So obviously for N channel we will need two N plus regions. So you can see we have created N plus diffusion regions by injecting the N plus impurities in the vacant areas. So this will form the source and drain terminals of your N-channel MOSFET. So this is the source and this is the drain of the N-channel MOSFET. And we can again strip the remaining oxide layer, because now our process of creating source and drain regions is now done. This process is also called a self-aligned process because the location of the channel is defined by the location of the gate. So again, similar to this N channel diffusion, N plus diffusion, we also create P diffusion regions. So these will act as the source and the drain terminals of the PMOS. So you can see we have source, gate and drain terminal of PMOS. Now the remaining two terminals will serve as the body or the body terminal of the PMOS and NMOS. So after this, we sputter aluminum over the whole wafer. So please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. I regularly make videos on VLSI topics. So as you can see in the step number 13, we have deposited metal over the complete layer. So this is the metallization process. Finally, we remove the excess metal and form the terminals of the PMOS and the NMOS in the gaps. So as you can see, this is the body terminal of PMOS and on the left we have the body terminal of the NMOS. Now this is the source terminal, gate terminal and drain terminal. So on left we have NMOS and on right we have PMOS in the N well. So on same P type substrate we have grown both PMOS and NMOS. This is the main process that we wanted to achieve. So thank you. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel.